Hello, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Adeolua, and I want to talk about something that is like a reoccurring topic that has been reoccurring over and over again, and that is the issue of who pays the bills in a marriage. Is it the man or the woman, or rather, is it the wife or the husband who pays 100% of the bills? Should the husband be made, that's the word now, to pay 100% of the bills? Why is the woman not working, and so on and so forth? Now, there was a time, and I want to address that because that topic doesn't seem to be going anywhere, because it comes up every now and again, every now and again, every now and again, and there is always a for and against. There is always there are always, and every time that argument comes up, except of recent though, where women are beginning to say, well, if you're going to marry a woman, you should be able to pay her bills, you should be able to take care of her as her husband. Now, it's a very sensitive one because you find a lot of people who would say that the woman should be able to contribute. And here is my take on it, because a lot of women are falling prey into the hands of men that really don't want to do anything. Like, they don't want to pay the bills. They're making money. It's not that they're not making money, it's not that they're not working, but they expect you to take care of yourself and take care of part of their bills as well. So they are marrying you as a backup plan, as a financial backup plan. They want to marry you so that they can have someone else to pick up the bills for them. So, in other words, they're looking for someone to share their financial responsibilities with, not necessarily someone to share a life with. Now, the days of it all started with when, for me, like in terms of my exposure to these things, it all started with, if you're able to take care of yourself, you'll be respected. Like, if you're able to pay your own bills, men will respect you, his family would value you. And so women were mostly beginning to take financial care of themselves because they wanted to be respected. But it goes to show that even with that, you will still find people who will disrespect you. And not just disrespect you, they will demand of you that you give those things. Like, it's like it's their right. Like, they will demand it. Like, it's their right to have it. But then sometimes you look at it and be like, dude, do you even have any intention of, you know, taking care of me? What exactly are you going to be doing in my life? And so they're now seeing it as a favor. Like, after all, I am marrying you. Do you expect me to now take full care of you and stuff like that? So here is my what I think. First and foremost, as a man, there is a difference between a man and a husband. So as a husband, it's in your best interest if you take care of your wife. If you know that you are not interested in taking care of a wife, then please just take care of yourself and day your day, as we say in Nigeria. Day your day, like, be on your own, take care of yourself. Because you getting married to somebody, you don't take them out of their comfort zone, and they are less cared for than they were when they met you. No, sir, it doesn't work that way. You have to be at least be able to match up to what they are used to, or do more than that, right? But in the case you cannot do that, don't make demands, don't demand it. Because you now have situations where women are the ones paying their own bride price, right? I mean, it moved from it's empowering for a woman to buy her wedding gown to you're obligated to buy your wedding gown. Okay, so it's your wedding gown, you buy it. I get that. But some women are even buying their rings. Some women are buying things that, you know, that is something that a man who wants to be a husband to buy for his wife. And it's so sad the way things are going. It's like a slippery slope. Every time this conversation comes up, more is demanded of a woman. And one man was saying the other day that a woman that, like, it's not okay for a woman to be demanding money from a man, or a man, like the conversation is just messed up sometimes. And here's what I'm going to say. If you think that it's not your place to take care of a woman financially, now we're not saying pay all her bills or anything, but do something within your capacity and say, this is what I can afford. And the woman will be able to manage it. Maybe she can decide, you know what, I'll just use this allowance money to start something, to start a business. And then she works at it, and then it's yielding money for her that she can take, more care of herself. But at least she can say she got the seed money from you. So now it's as if a woman has to buy love, buy marriage, buy respect. Because at the end of the day, when you say help meet now, try and minus money from the word help meet and see what you have left. Try. I don't think some men, not all of them, I don't think some men understand what the word wife means. And I think it's because they don't even know themselves well enough. They don't know what their purpose is. They don't know who they are. They don't know what they ought to be. They don't know what it means to be a husband. So obviously, when they don't even know what it means to be a husband, how then can they know what a wife is truly? Not what they think a wife should be, no, but what a wife is. How can they know? They can't, really. And so it's a disaster for a woman to marry a man that doesn't even know himself well enough to know what his responsibilities are and not see it as a big deal. Now you have a situation where some men will say, if I'm the one paying the bills, I can do what I like out there. Doing what they like means that he gives his vow that he'll be faithful. But because he's the one paying your bills, he feels that he doesn't have to be faithful, that he has bought. Is he sold or bought now? That he doesn't have to keep his vows, right? So he thinks that he doesn't have to keep his vows because he's paying the bills, he's financially responsible for you. Behind the motive of every woman that is financially stable is one that wants respect, that wants to be respected, that doesn't want a man to disrespect her or treat her like a slave. But let's look at it from this angle. It's fine for you to exercise your gifts as a woman and maximize them and make good profit from them and be able to take care of yourself. But also, I would advise that as a woman, have something other than taking care of your home with your money that you are saving money for or making money for. Have projects that are there already, like organizations that you donate to, people you are sending to school, people you are giving scholarship, orphanages that you are donating things for, so that there is a place worthy that your money is going to. People that can't help themselves are the one benefiting from it and rising from the contributions you are making to their lives. Not because if you don't do that, some man who has the brains, the intellect, the talent to work and make money will not do that. He will just come and bank on your money and say you are supposed to help him. What are you here for? So all he sees is money on you. Money. That's all he sees. To him, that is helpmeet. If you ask many men right now, maybe not many, but if you ask some guys right now, especially the ones that always insist that if you want to have a say in my life, you should be able to take care of yourself. But you cannot have a say in how we do things in the family if I'm the one bringing in the money. The question you now ask is this: who is a helpmeet outside money? What am I helping you with? Exactly. Who is a helpmeet? It's kind of a hard question to answer, right? For most of them. But here's what I would say. Ask a man, know yourself as a woman. Know what you're worth. Know what your abilities are and what you can give that has nothing to do with money. Know that. Then the first thing I think that I believe is what I call companionship. somebody that is like the you are like that person, you can relate well with that person. Companionship, that is a different thing from friendship. If a man doesn't value companionship, then he doesn't understand what being a wife is. He's not been alone yet. If he's alone, he will marry a woman for companionship and not for a backup plan. So if you're going to be with a man, ask him, what is it that you require from me? Not because that is your duty to provide it, not so that you can provide it, but because you want to know if it matches what you have to offer or you're willing to offer. So if he's talking about money, and everything he's talking about has to do with money, then you might want to exit that relationship. Be careful, ladies. There are men out there who see women beyond how much they are making or the amounts they make or how much they are going to contribute or what they bring to the table. They know what women are. There is a saying that is the one who knows the value of gold that it is sold to, not the person that has the money. So in other words, you can have the money and they decide, you don't know the value of gold, so we can't sell it to you. So don't just be in a relationship with a man that doesn't even know your value, because he's not looking for you. It's when a man is looking for something, when he finds it, he doesn't need marketing. He doesn't need you to market yourself or to advertise yourself. Once a man sees what he wants, he knows it. So if you have to start convincing him of what you are, who you are, what you can give, then it's not for you. He is not for you. A man should be able to see you beyond what you even know that you are capable of. But most importantly, a man should be able to love you, not for what you have to offer, not for what you have, but for who you are. At the end of the day, that's the point. Who you are. He just loves you for who you are. Not that you have money to contribute or you have talent to contribute or anything like that. Those are just bonuses. But who you really are is what is important here. If a man cannot see you for who you are and value you for that and want to be with you for that, don't, ladies, don't. As the saying goes, you can do bad all by yourself. But hey, I will also say you can do good all by yourself as well. And as much as you can do good all by yourself, align yourself to your interests. Usually that is where you find the right person for you. Be careful though. Don't be sold a fake dream. Don't let anyone use your desires to trap you into an unprofitable or trap you into a siphoning relationship that draws from you and draws from you and draws from you. Well, till next time, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life. And they that know their God, they shall be strong and they shall do exploits. And God has not given you the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Shalom.